Well, hey Aries, it's Cardinal Sign Week, and that means you. How about a reading from your metal dog? Ooh, we have a full moon in Aries running across Chiron, that centaur, that wounded healer. So let's see if that comes up in your reading here. See what else comes up. But we're going to ask about relationships because we are in Libra season, and this is the beginning of that side of the zodiac where we get out of self, which begins with Aries, and we explore ourselves and we examine ourselves, and then we become prepared for relationships, supposedly. So let's see what's going on in your relationships, Aries. We're gonna look into a particular relationship, and it will be a Five of Wands relationship. Well, this is a frustrating one. Here's a little beaver trying to build a dam across the rapids. Okay, so first of all, the beaver probably should build a dam elsewhere. You gotta accept, right? This seems to be a lack of acceptance. But the Five of Wands is about chaos, competition. I think of it as fun, but if you're like this beaver and a little bit annoyed and controlling, or somebody is, it's not fun. Oh, this looks like a fun one. Let's see, Aries. I see all that fire. There is a real offer, a real 3D offer, an Ace of Pentacles here. Maybe this is worth figuring this out, huh? Because I also see a beautiful Four of Wands. This is fun. Yeah, if you look at it this way, it's fun. You're with the person that gets you, your soulmate. You just can talk and talk and talk, and you just, it's a beautiful connection, the Four of Wands. There's a lot all of a sudden. Okay, so there's some balance, some juggling, perhaps. And lastly, there is resistance and integrity. I see all of the pieces of this. So maybe it looks very wonderful with this Four of Wands. It looks very real. It's this Ace of Pentacles. But there is like, if there's a fight here, you fight. We see it with the Five of Wands and we see it with the Seven of Wands. And so these are the two states of your relationship, this loveliness and this conflict. And then the conflict causes you, like you go around and around, and it causes you to be resistant, and it would not be would not be easy to be close with one another in this. It's hard to be in a Four of Wands when you're fighting all the time. Let's find out, who is this anyway? We're going to ask the tarot that. We're going to ask what the nature of the relationship is. We've kind of been getting, like, the readings don't say, like, we're friends, we're parent-child, we're lovers. They've been talking about the kind of quality of relationship. But we'll see what comes up for you, Aries. I'm hoping this is simple, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. Capricorns was kind of a mind blower. So let's see. Chiron over there in your sign. Let's see. Okay. This person, yay, they are a Knight of Cups. Look how sweet their heart forth. Their genuine, classy love offer right there. I like them. Or her, or them. Okay, the nature of your relationship, though, is an Eight of Cups. There's discontent in this relationship. You find yourselves maybe together, kind of dreaming about other places from where you are. So that could be something that you do together, or it could be one. On the table, it looks like one dog is turning his back to this Knight of Cups because of this discontent. So we'll find out more. What you bring to the relationship, Aries. You bring a 10 of Swords. That's supposed to be your gift. So that's very painful. But it is an ability to accept loss. And so that can be something, a real strength that you could bring to others. And I'm getting this wounded healer right here, right? Like, and that's the gift of the wounded healer, is from the wound comes compassion and the ability to heal others. And I actually see that in this dog who's here, missing what this is really about is the dog misses a lost loved one, who they get to have in heaven. So the way that a dog misses their human when the human goes to work. This is terrible, to go to work and leave the dog home alone. It's very sad and painful. And so, but there is the time when the human comes home from work. So that is joy, 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 a new day. And dogs get to have that every time we come home from work. So that's a great gift to bring. See, we can make this work. We can make a 10 of Swords adorable when there's dog cards. Okay. What else do we have here? What you need to learn in this relationship. Yeah, I'm getting this feeling from you. 7 of Cups. You're a bit of a dreamer. You're always kind of thinking about what you don't have, what you might want, and what choices you should have. I do feel like you're, okay. This Knight of Cups is great, but you're dreaming about other cups. That's okay. You're non-monogamous. Is that it? Yeah, I see you. And like this, is this your gift that when you leave, then they appreciate you? Let's find out more. Come on, Aries. You're not like this. I know how passionate you are about your loved ones. What's hidden from you? The 5 of Pentacles is abandonment issues. Your own, or this person, this Knight of Cups, feeling abandoned? Well, that's your gift. Dealing with abandonment. So maybe you help this person with that. You don't realize. Like, and, you know, like, you don't know that your dreaming makes this person feel that way. That's a very basic level, but you do know the feeling of abandonment. You've been through it. That's your gift. That's your wounded healer's gift here. Underlying energy is just 2 cards. Think the stars for both of us, that it's not a million like Capricorn had. There is an 8 of Swords energy. That is a feeling of being trapped in your mind. I see that very, very clearly. You're off in your mind. But the card really means that you are free to go where you want. But there's a feeling of being trapped here. And then you're wanting to get out, but your mind says you can't. And I see you dreaming about other places and other things. And the Hermit, there is a solitary self-reflection, looking inward, that needs to happen here. There is all this fighting on the top line here. We'll find out more. Let's clarify. I'm not seeing that in this baseline here. I just see like, all right, this one's really fun. Maybe they're a handful because of all the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. There's disagreement and conflict in what is a real Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, sweet thing. And so you run through this. It's maybe why you get discontent. You want to 7, 8 of Cups, dream, and then go towards the dream instead of realizing what you have here. The source of your fighting with one another would be that there's this feeling in your Knight of Cups of abandonment, this Five of Pentacles that is hidden from you that you don't see. Well, it's getting quite dark in my house here. Yeah. Oh well, it's like a practically black and white video. That's cool. I'm doing my job here for you, friends, but I love it. I'm just a little tired and it's late. Okay, let's clarify. Who is this Knight of Cups? What else can we learn about them? King of Swords, intellectual, smart, person of the mind, honest, judgment. They are very spiritual. They have this third eye up there connecting. Ascension. They're pretty big deal. They're pretty cool. I see the Four of Wands here. I'm rooting for this. Okay, what else? Two of Swords. Decision. So when I see a Two of Swords, I'm like, okay, what are the choices? So your Knight of Cups, who's like true-hearted, heart-forth person. They're kind of up in their head a lot. Like they're very esoteric is what they look like. They're of heart and mind. The King of Swords, I always read, and he's pretty cute in this deck. I always read his wisdom is that connecting the mind to the heart. And so this is what I see on the table here. This person is deep, philosophical, and there is the heart and the mind are actually not chosen between. They are in, they're both touched into in this person. They're pretty philosophical, but they're true-hearted. And they're true-hearted, said the philosophical person who's your tarot reader. Fancies herself having a good heart. Okay, Aries, pardon me. I get chatty when I'm tired. Okay, the nature of your relationship, discontentment. Eight of Cups, that's, your back is to this Knight of Cups, or somebody's back is to the Knight of Cups, and there's a cup missing. The Knight of Cups is actually offering it on the nose right here. But somebody is discontent. There's discontentment here. Okay. Justice. We are in Libra season. This is a card of Libra. This is the card of relationships, of balance, of truth and honesty. I think of cups, the emotions, and I think of truth with the sword. I'm just looking at the two figures here. One is blindfolded. The other, no one in this deck has eyes, but yeah, that's kind of a cute justice. So it's like between the two of you, it looks like a relationship. The Knight of Pentacles, very practical. There's lots of good plans. Good, very good. And there is struggle. There's what we see in the top line here. You struggle and you're tired of struggle. And that's again that balance between how you're great, Knight of Pentacles, and how you struggle. So this is actually causing discontent within the relationship. This back and forth between how great it can be and how it can suck. And be tiring. Okay, the gift you bring, this 10 of Swords. Your wound. You know about abandonment. That is so darn cute. My God, how cute is that dog's face? Aww. Mom came home from work and I'm in the sun. So I love this artist. She also is the artist of the first deck I used. The dogs. The dogs and the magpies and the beaver. Those are the same artist. I don't see anybody else use her decks on YouTube. Although, frankly, I've stopped looking for channels because I watch my faves, which you can see on my channel if you're interested. But if you have readers that you love, do recommend. I'm interested in that. Or if you're a reader, definitely, I would love to look at your channel. I like to support other readers. Okay, I'm still shuffling and shuffling. Okay, your gift. Very practical. Page of Pentacles. You're real. You're genuine. And you're young. Page of Swords. You're youthful. Curious, chatty. So this person is a king and you're a page. So you bring a lot of youthful energy to this. Like the dog, like the cuteness. But you're not all that young. You're a Queen of Cups too. You're emotionally open. Talk about your feelings. Wonderful. Yeah, so you're very fun, and I like this. This one's so fun. It's like I think I'm playing basketball. You're solid. You're young. You're young at heart. You're curious. You're fun to talk with. You talk about your feelings and you talk about ideas. It's great. That's like a lot of gifts there that you bring. And you're super, like, there is the wound, though, that you've been abandoned. And so you also know how to deeply be grateful. And you know how to help other people with abandonment stuff. All right, what you need to learn is the Seven of Cups, Aries. Dreamy. Oh, maybe I want this, maybe I want that. It's projections, it's fantasies. It can feel like all these choices that you're constantly, and I see that as, it's a quality of your relationship. It seems to cause conflict and struggle. But let's see further. Queen of Pentacles. She knows her worth. She likes her security. Definitely maturing from the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. Being open to new ideas. Bringing in new ideas from the outside. So the Page of Wands would look at the Queen of Pentacles and go, do you really want the white picket fence life, or do you want something else, right? And the Hierophant, wow. Marriage, structural power, the church, the yes, the no, it's divine. It's like traditionally like the Pope. This one is looking a lot more magical, right? You're like literally, or this one is like got the hands and is doing like magic on the head of this one. So that's fantastic. This is what you're learning. You might have a teacher, the Hierophant, or a mentor or something like that that's helping you change. You might be becoming this leader, spiritual leader. I actually see like what you're learning has nothing to do with this relationship. It's like you're getting involved in magic, is what I see. And you're moving from like being super practical and worky, Queen of Pentacles, into like dreamy and passionate. And it almost looks like you're joining a coven or something like that. I might know an Aries that is literally studying this stuff and joining a coven. I might. I see that. It doesn't have anything to do with the Knight of Cups. But it looks quite fun. So what you don't know, though, is there's some abandonment stuff coming up. Is it yours? Is it your Knight of Cups? Here. Let's look. I'm not worried here about you guys. I see fighting. I see making up. I see soulmate stuff. Okay, what else? The Cosmic Coven. That, I think, I want to say that's like the Emperor. Let me look. That's a weird card that's not normally in tarot decks, right? It's a cool card that's not normally in them. So let's find out. Oh, no. Okay. The message of this card is simple. You are not alone. You're part of the Cosmic Coven now, and we're all here for one another. Reach out to your community of witches. Ha ha. Well, of course you're joining a coven. Wherever they may be in the world, and ask for their support and encouragement. We all need a little backup sometimes. Okay, so this is, we're just, because we might have been distracted, we're clarifying a Five of Pentacles. It's a feeling of being outside, impoverished, hungry, abandoned. And then then under this is the coven. All right, let's find out more. Because what I'm getting is your Knight of Cups feels abandoned because you're joining a coven, but I could be wrong. The Star, healing, wish fulfillment. All right. A Nine of Cups, more wish fulfillment. Very emotional wish fulfillment. Solitary. Well, yeah, it just says that. It's so funny. I asked about this relationship, and then you have actually solitary work or work that's not in this relationship that you're learning. You felt alone, and what you don't know, you haven't like fully faced this feeling of solitude. But there is a way out into community represented here by the Cosmic Coven, where your wishes are fulfilled, where you're emotionally content. Yeah, and what this has to do with your relationship, we do see that I should have guessed this, because we see there's the Eight of Swords where you feel confined, and you're feeling discontent in your relationship. Doesn't mean the relationship's the problem. There is some hermit work to do there. We all need to do us when we're in relationships. And so that's what I see is actually there's conflict in your relationship, maybe because you don't have anything else you're doing, or you do too much stuff together. And so going and getting into this community, learning, like it's like a magical world that you're entering into, of community, of wish fulfillment, of healing. It doesn't have to be a coven, but it was just a friend of mine who's in Aries that I was thinking about when I saw that. So I'm so happy I used this deck for that very Aries. But, other Aries who aren't joining covens, get out of your me and you locked together. This coupledom is so fun. But so let's think about this crocodile here. So there's fighting, but there's also like a crocodile hanging out with other crocodiles or alligators, you tell me, right? So there's like you with community and having fun. And then we can see balance here. There's balance, right? And that this is the key to this frustration. You're trying to do something in the wrong place. So we shouldn't look to our Knight of Cups to fulfill our every need. We need community. We need other people who get us and get the other parts of us. And there's this one card here, and I'm sure it is you, Aries. It's a fire sign, King of Wands, alpha energy, looking powerful, knowing what you want, having the magic. Yeah, you've got a lot of alpha energy there. Aries, typical card is the Emperor. The Knight of Wands is coming in very imperial. So we're going to take that Fire of Wands. We're going to give it to you, our fire sign of the cardinal week. And we're going to say you knowing your badass, magical self through engaging with a broader community than your little relationship, it will be good for your relationship. It will definitely be good for you. And you'll have a lot less trouble to bring home to your cute little Knight of Cups. They've got a lot going on in their mind. So probably while you're hanging out with your coven, they'll be philosophizing, right? This is what they'll be doing while you're doing that. I wouldn't worry about them at all. When you come home, they're going to be like, yay, I really missed you and I'm so happy you came home to me. All right. I love that you were able to find a reading about you, Aries, in the midst of relationship reading. I think that's fantastic. You ultimately end up in relationship with a larger community, which is also fantastic. So, best of luck on this journey. It looks quite fun. It looks very magical, and do tell me all about it. I'd love to hear. Have a beautiful day.